gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the words of DX, are you ready? Dun, dun. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. I am probably not even going to be talking about fantasy football today. I will do. But I spoke for so long yesterday. I'm in Booker T mode. Oh my! I've literally just been doing some stupid videos a video for the UT Unbooking the Territory podcast. I keep banging on about them. But they always get me to do these Booker It Better segments, and I've just been sat over here just going absolutely mental. If you haven't seen it, just go on my Twitter page and you'll see it, basically. And it's just me going absolutely nuts, just essentially just going, oh my! Let me tell you something, Cole. Just constantly over and over and over. Let's get real here. So myself and Jason were supposed to be streaming together tonight at, the usual time at 6 o'clock, but unfortunately Jason is ill. So he is unavailable. And I thought, well, I may as well just stream anyway. Make a penny. Make a penny. God almighty. Make a penny and put £13.50 on bets. These bets here. And that's what I came in to see this. Just read the first line, David. Vardy goal and assist. But oh, God. I was going to be really cheeky. And I was going to see if I could. I'll show you, actually. So, if I go on Twitter. If you go on Twitter. And I've just hit in the chat box. Brilliant. So, when I go to the main... whatchamacallit, screen here, I was thinking, do you know what? I'm going to be a right cheeky so-and-so. And I'm going to just literally join a space, a Twitter space, because that's what everybody does now. I'm not going to lie, I find it really funny when something trendy happens and everybody jumps on board. Anyway, all I was literally going to do was just sit here and plug the space through this stream, and then I'd be listening in along with you guys, and I'd be just commenting along with whatever the individuals have to say. Unfortunately, I can't. Jason isn't here to set any of this up or anything. I'm sure it's probably an easy way, but it would require, I believe, like resetting everything, all this nonsense. I just cannot be bothered to go through any process messing anything up. But yeah. So, it's Gameweek 13, isn't it? Always the same. Yeah. And essentially, there's my team up on the screen. Exactly the same as yesterday. And nothing's going to change because I've done everything. Tottenham, though. At least Harry Kane scored. Oh, my. Yeah. At least Harry Kane scored. You can't make it up, can you? And by all, I mean, I started listening to Andy's stream about an hour ago now. I listened to about 20 minutes, and it was so encouraging hearing him say Tottenham are awful. God. I'm still happy with the transfers I've done, to be honest with you. For anybody that doesn't know, I did a -8 for... Who was it? Oh yeah, Chilwell, Foden and Ronaldo out for Kane, Smith Rowe and Trent. They were my transfers. I did them on... It was Friday today, so I did them on Wednesday. I did the Kane move on Monday, I think it was. Monday, I think. Yeah, I think it was Monday after the stream. And yeah, so I'm actually happy with the moves. I'm happy with the team moving forward. Reality being is that I'd rather have Kane. Some of the big hitting teams, some of the big content creators have got Kane. They seem to know what they're talking about. And I just thought, you know what? Some of the bigger teams within our rivals league have got him. Basically one player. So I just thought stuff it, I'm just going to get him in. But like I say, I think a lot of people are going to be taking minus points this week. A minimum of -4. I think that a lot of people are going to be taking those hits and whatnot. So really my -8 is going to work out to be a -4 or whatever. I know that FPL Penguin, he did... I still can't get my head around how the hell he did this, but obviously he had money in the bank. And yeah, he did Markel in for... Trent Alexander-Arnold in for Markel. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, don't even know that impression. Nobody knows that impression who's ever watching this. I cannot believe it. 53,000 done. Yeah, I'm just going mental today. So, yeah. you know, we looked at the Rivals League yesterday. It's really heating up. It's been heated up all year. Been really tight. We've had like, I wonder if somebody could do the maths. Anybody do the maths regarding how many number ones we've had, different number ones we've had in the Gabriel Derop, I'm sure you've done this. How many number ones are in the Rivals that have been in the Rivals League? So in 13 game weeks, how many different ones have we got? I'd take a guess at about 5, maybe 6 number ones, and maybe like how many people have been different in the top 4. How many people have been different in the top 4? That'd be very, very interesting to hear. Just post it in the Discord members chat, something like that. That'd be really cool to learn, because it does seem every single week to be chop and changing. I think that John Harris has got a really good chance of jumping in to the top 4 this particular game week. I think that he's riding on a high. He's had lots of green arrows. He is, well, let's just put it up on screen. John Harris's team. It's easy to find because he's 5th in the Rivals League. He's got a really good team this week. He said he's holding off on Kane. What did he say he was going to do? He said he was going to do a move this week, and I can't bloody remember what it was. But that's his team there. His only problem was Chilwell. He was in the chat yesterday. Like I say, he's waiting on Kane. It was something to do with Son, wasn't it? Looking to move Son on. I just think it's just mad. Just keep Son. Especially if you're looking at bringing in Kane, I'd just keep Son. Especially if you're looking to get rid of Son to make funds to get Kane in. I wouldn't bother with that. But that's John's team. And like I say, he's running high at the moment. He's doing really well. So I'm expecting him to get into the top 4 this week. I sound really patronising. Don't have the guts. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not actually looking at the chat. I can only just see tiny little letters in the corner of my eye. Right. What does he do? Don't have to gets his pen. Throws it. Oh, look at that. I've had to take it out. Literally went through. So, yeah, it doesn't have the guts to take it. That's mental. That's ridiculous. So yeah, John's in a really prime position to be moving forward. And then, like I say, if we look at the top spot in the Rivals League, is it Stacks? No, it's not. It's Coolio 2-foots. Yeah, Coolio 2-foots top. And yo. Yeah, so he's got problems with one player, and that's it. He's jumped on the Mane bandwagon very early. I can't remember when he brought him in. I could easily check. But Coolio 2-foots doesn't specifically need to do anything per se. He can just play Diaz if he really wants to. Just save those transfers. And it'd be very interesting to see, because Coolio 2-foots, he does captain the most outrageous captaincies, and occasionally they do actually pay off. So he brought Mane in game week 10. Amazingly. Was that on his wild card? That was on his wild card. So he did a wild card in game week 10. 30th of October at 04:02 for 4 o'clock in the morning. So while I'm lifting some dumbbells, he's taken out Bailey and he's brought in Mane. That was the direct swap. But when I look at Coolio 2-foots captaincy, so he did Trent last week, pays off. The week before that, actually I can do it on this screen here, can't I? Go on, change. What? When the hell did he triple? What? Did you triple captain Salah? Did you? Coolio? Oh, wow. Oh my! Wow. Wow. That's an instant reaction from me. Blimey. You triple captain Salah last week. The week before, sorry. Oh, bloody hell, mate. That is... And he only got an assist. Oh, crap. Who were they playing again? West Ham. Oh, yeah, they lost. Oh, wow, Coolio, where the hell did that come from? So how many chips have you got left then? Oh, God, he's used them all. Oh, well, there we are. Coolio 2 foots. Mate, he's used all his chips. His work. Don't. Which bit's that? Is that? It's Fozzie, isn't it? The Fozzie. Yeah, it's Fozzie. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Ah, FPL Mechanics become a member. Brilliant. Cheers, pal. Ah, John Harris. Oh, Coolio 2 foots is here. Oh, here we are. The lads are out. John Harris. I'm not making any transfers. Yes. Coolio 2 foots. He's made a transfer. Excellent. So, thank you, Mechanic. Cheers, dude. Thanks for supporting the show, becoming a member. Nice one, pal. Hello, Podner. Gabriel de Rops here. Maestro. Gold Dust. You mean Marilyn Manson? Heavy Metal 20. Haven't seen you for a while. Hello, pal. Oh, Denver saying, did I do my score? I'll go through them. Denver. I'll happily do that. So, I'll get on with that in a minute for anybody that missed the score predictions. What I said yesterday on the stream regarding the fixtures tomorrow. What I always do, as John Harris said, is put a bet on, under over 2.5 goals. And yeah, I'll be probably doing that every week for a bit of fun, like just 50p. And so that's John's rolling his transfer. Is that John's team? No. Oh, Johnny boy. All right, Stu. How's it going, mate? That is John Harris, basically. What is this llama? You see? So you're rolling the transfer. That's fair enough. So you'll probably get a one price drop, I'm assuming, from Chilwell. So he'll go down by 0.1 over the next, day or so. And then, basically, you'll have the 2 free transfers for the midweek games, where you'll clearly get rid of Chilwell, and then it's a case of, right, I want to bring in, depending what Kane does against Burnley, you will then bring in Kane for Antonio, probably. And then you'll get rid of Son for God knows who. And then you'll get rid of Chilwell and a -4. So that middle 3 that are up on screen, you're going to get rid of. Is that right, John? Is that what's going to happen, mate? Do you like that? All the chips used. No, not a cool move by Coolio. Vince is saying, "Hey up, lads. Hello." No, it's not quite Dread, is it? Oh yeah, Dread was on a space that I was listening to, and I was praying that he'd speak, and he did. And he was just talking about his defenders and just going, well, you've got to take it from my point. No, I can't do it. God's sake. Favourite character in The Office, Steve-O? Isn't that what Tim does? Yeah. I'm trying to think as well. I do like Tim. I'll tell you who. He's only in it once. Rowan. Rowan or... Rowan, the trainer in the episode Training Day. I think he is phenomenal. And also the priest in Extras. He is fantastic. Don't talk to me about that, Paydrag. Don't even bother talking to me about that. I've still got 30 minutes of yesterday's... To be honest with you, Maestro, Ramanathan, I'm talking about it now. I'm just literally going like, yes, Fozzie. The Julian Clary lookalike. Ah, yes. Dredd was in that Twitter talent spaces too. What's that? Tell me about that, Ramanathan. FPL hero. You can be my hero. Kilio Two-Foots, Randy Orton or The Big Show? Neither. Next. There you are, Fozzie. FPL hero saying, Antonio out, Jimenez in and Foden out, Jota in. Yeah. Excellent move. I think you need to calm down, Top Tim. Calm yourself down there. Steve Merchant's dad's cameo at the cleaner. The best one is when Neil sees him and he offers Gareth the job. And he comes out and he's just looking at him. Start Antonio or Buemo? I mean, going on those fixtures there, it's got to be... Who are Brentford playing? Everton, isn't it? Yeah, it's Everton. It's got to be Buemo of the two. Yeah, Everton at home. You'll be able to watch them on Sky Sports. That'd be good. I'll be able to watch my local team. Honestly, for people that don't know, I actually get to watch Brentford train. It's really weird. And I'm pretty sure I saw Tony. I'm pretty certain it was him. By the way, it's not even that. I'm not that close. In fact, let me just show you a video of it here. It's not the greatest of views, but I bet I won't be able to find it. In fact, I won't be able to find it because that's not our account. So that's a waste of time. Bin that. Learn that. So yeah, I'll be able to watch Brentford on Sunday. Ironically, I could just drive to... I could do a lot... No, I couldn't actually because I haven't got it on my phone. But I could do a live broadcast literally from the stadium if I wanted to. Because I could drive from work... Winners... I could drive from work, get to a place where I can park for free, and then it's about a 25-minute walk to the new stadium. And I can, in theory, do a live broadcast from the thing if I had YouTube on my phone, which I don't, or the YouTube app, because it's Huawei. And Huawei's, as you all know, banned anything to do with Google. So, does anybody know when that's coming out of play? Anybody at all? Hold on a minute here. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh. Someone's actually done a super chat. I don't even look at the thing. Oh, right. Oh, it's Gabriel de Rop. Do a space on your... This is ages ago now. FPL Fozzie saying, do a space on your Twitter account. I might just do that one day. Actually, How do you do them? Just of interest, how do you do these spaces? Could I actually take the piss and just do one now? Like, live? I shouldn't be saying this, but on a well, no one knows where I work, so on a particular, shall we say, work WhatsApp group, it's all kicking off. Oh, God. Yeah, Gabriel de Rop, thank you. He really didn't have to do that, but sent us a super chat. $2, €2 for your gambling addiction. Well, that $2 is gonna. That's gonna cover the. That's gonna go to. In fact, me and Jace don't see any money. Let's get real here. We see about 0, and all the money goes into the website, which you guys get to. In fact, Christ, I haven't even done the score prediction. In fact, what we'll do is when I go for my score predictions, I'll type them in as we go along. That's a good idea, Steve. That, yeah, you reckon? Probably a ball or something. Yeah, you reckon? Just to let you know, there's nothing going on between these two. Kept my eye on them. And I'm sure you have. Crying out loud. Oh, anybody that is a podcast fan, genuinely, and you are an Office fan, and one of the very rare interviews that Steve Merchant does, friends of the show, they stopped by once, but I'm actually, they are a good friend of mine. I don't know how big that is. Oh, damn it. Right, so Wern and Blog have got this legend, Steve Merchant, on their show. I cannot believe it. What are you doing here? By the way, if anybody's new around here and is wondering what is going on, essentially I'm mental. And all I do is quote The Office all day. So, I like Black Fridays. Very good. Very good. What's this? Boring, isn't it? Creating an epic taste DJ set with spare time. That's hilarious. Not for Ollie Gross. Look at David Brent's face. That is fantastic. What was I even doing on here? Oh, for crying out loud. What's that? The full words every worker wants to hear. Do you like curry? Oh, God. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Here we are, finally, at last. Crying out loud. What am I doing with my life? Right. Happy birthday, Stephen Merchant. As a special birthday treat, we agreed to have Steve join us on the podcast to talk about all things The Office Extras, XFM and The Outlaws. My opinion on The Outlaws, if you want to hear this, it's okay. I think Steve Merchant's character is the best thing in it. I think he's fantastic. Genuinely, I think Steve Merchant's character is brilliant in it. Not in it enough, ironically, considering he created it and did it all. But anyway, I found a lot of the characters just not likeable whatsoever. Didn't get on with it. But the story was good. I thought the story was really, really well done. I just found like a lot of the characters weren't relatable enough. I didn't enjoy them whatsoever. But certainly Steve Merchant's character was superb. But yeah, so this Sunday, 2 days' time, Steve Merchant, I can't wait for this because their episode with Ricky Gervais was phenomenal. Was brilliant. As Dawn says, brilliant. So yeah, Ricky Gervais's podcast they did with Werner Blog was fantastic. And I mean really good. I was actually quite shocked. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean in the sense of like I've heard about 1 billion Ricky Gervais interviews regarding The Office and they're just the same old tripe I've heard. And I'm just bored. But these guys got a good interview out of him. I really enjoyed it. Laid back, yeah. Oh, I can't do it. Got a bit of a heel on them, haven't they? So, who thinks Jason's funnier than me? Yeah, so then they did their top 10 moments of The Office. And it's like, I think they did an hour with Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais! Hello! There we are, Vince. That's for you. And yeah, so they did an hour with Ricky. And then they spoke a lot about him, which was cool afterwards. And then they did an hour and a half, 2 hour of best moments. And then now they've got this one. Which I'm really, like I said, when Steve talks about, it's very rare that he talks about The Office. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And these guys are very, very good at what they do. So if you are an Office fan, highly recommend checking them out. Half human, half Vulcan. So, you know, every cloud. Yeah. Anyway. We were doing score predictions, weren't we? Oh, yeah. Something like that. Is anybody actually walking home now? I see TFL are on strike again. All the drivers are all on strike, causing chaos. It's so weird because the roads today, the roads in where I am, Central. Really? Mad. I've never seen so much traffic coming in to London from where I am. And I thought to myself, crying out loud, man. I can't imagine what it's like on the buses and the tubes today. But yeah, they are. Yeah, it's absurd. So, yeah, so Denver was wondering about the fixtures. I'm now going to have to do the score predictor game live now while we've quickly run through what I'm thinking about the fixture list and the scores, player predictions, etc., etc. So if you want to play along, we did it all yesterday. But so Arsenal, Newcastle, what are you guys thinking? Oh, by the way, I have got a poll in the chat. It's simply put, The Rock or Austin, or is it Austin and Rock? Oh, look at that. Austin or The Rock? The Rock is winning 52% to 48%. So, there we are. The other day, along with the rival. Yeah, Ramanathan, yeah, that's right. Well, we're going to go through it now. Bashkapura. Why do I know that name? Bashkapura, why do I know your name? Joe Nicholson is saying 3-0 Arsenal. Bashkapura saying Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. Yeah. Ramanathan 2. And I think those three results there, 3-0, 2-0, 2-1, is pretty much how I'm thinking. Pretty much how I'm thinking. I haven't even checked the rankings. Let me have a look at the rankings here of the score predictor game. I know I'm quite far down now. Oh, I'm below you now, Maestro. You've taken over me. So I'm 21st. Maestro is 20th. Oh, Firetog's doing well. Sultan Saeed's up there. Yeah, Lino as ever. Yeah, of course he is. Where's Denver, though? Oh, dear, Denver. Having problems, are we? Where are you, mate? There's Top Tim. Podner's there. One Life Soccer. Is it Devon Star? No. No, you couldn't read that anyway, could you? Oh, there's John Harris. 36th. Bilal. He was doing really well last year. 33rd he is this year. He was doing really well last year. Matthew Zaichi, there's Paydrag there. Blonde's there. So yeah, bad news, Paulie. Paulie's there, 22nd, just below me. Only a few points behind me. Karma Baby's dropped badly. It's down to, he was doing so well. Now down to 11th. Grekla's there, Paul C. Dazid 316 just whooped your ass. Yeah, Lino's ahead by 6 points, and there's a massive gap between Paul C and Dazid. 19 points, considering the rest of them is quite tight. So, managed predictions. Here we go. Yes. Log in. Come on. I haven't got all night. So, Arsenal versus Newcastle. I'll be putting in there. I said yesterday, 2-1, and I'm going to go with... Because Newcastle can always score, can't they? So I'm just going to give it 2-1. But if it was to end 3-1, I would not be surprised whatsoever. But I think that 2-0, 3-1, 3-0, 1-0, something like that. Salih is saying 2-0. Top Tim saying, I gave up weeks ago, not a fan of these player scores. Yeah, I think that the player scores are a bit of a pain. It's what's... Lino will not deny it. Lino is doing really well with his player score predictions. A lot of Lino's results are very similar to mine. Now, I'm not suggesting for one minute he's copying me. He's not. But when I look at the predictions that he's done, virtually all of them are identical to mine, apart from the odd one here or there. And it's that odd one here or there. For instance, he got the... So last week I said 1-0 to West Ham. I think he said 1-0 to Wolves. I think it was. Something like that. I can't remember. But we're very close in what we say prediction-wise. It just slightly goes the different opposite direction. Which team will have more corners? Arsenal. So, moving on to Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. As I said yesterday, I think this is going to be quite a tight game. Steven Gerrard's team is just going to sit back and try and hit Palace on the break. Crystal Palace are going to virtually do the same. I think they're going to cancel each other out. And I think they said 1-1. And that's exactly what I said, yeah. So I'm going to go with 1-1 with that prediction there. Let's just see if a couple of people have put a prediction in. If not, well, yeah, there we are. John Harris 1-1. Salim 0-0. Palace 2-2. Hey, Mags is here. Hello, mate. When Sai... Because I listened to Chain Wrestling. I listened to it yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, yesterday. And you asked Sai to do an impression of him. His impression was terrible. And then I just, of course, did an impression. Bloody brilliant, that. It's bloody brilliant. 0-0, Fozzie is saying. You are aware we're live, yeah. We're live, Sid. Do you know, Mags? If I was a wrestler, I'd be stuffed. There was a scene that I was watching between Sniper and... Oh, come on, help me out here, Mags. Sniper and someone else, and I was just... This is just so bad, as you like to say. Basketball is saying 1-0. Recon. Good lad. Mo Salah giving a tip here. Benteke, Salah and Jimenez. Anytime scorer 11-1. If you want to send £1 in the chat, mate, I'll happily do it. There we are. It's classified as begging, isn't it, Steve-O? Yeah. Kurgan. Crying. I hate the Jackal. God. Awful. He is terrible. The Jackal. 2-2 Gallagher brace crypto. Got him, as Jason says, got him in your team, have you? Which team will have more corners between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa? Crystal Palace. Now here's the big one for everybody. Liverpool versus Southampton. Liverpool to win, quite simply. Liverpool will win this game. I've gone 2-0. I do expect this to be a tough game. Top Tim, I'm finally backing you guys. I expect this to be a top game. Top Tim. I think this is going to be a top Tim game. I think it's going to be a tight game between Liverpool and Southampton. I think 2-0 it's a decent result to be getting through. I think just get it out the way. There we are, Max. Get it out the way. Which team will have more possession? Liverpool. Well, Liverpool, of course, obviously. What are you guys thinking? Let me guess. 2-0 Podner. John Harris is thinking Southampton will score 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, Basketball is saying, important question, how is the Rock winning over Austin? Liverpool 4-0, Mags is saying. Oh, so annoying. PK 7. Anybody in the chat, let me know if the stream's okay, because I think something's going on here and I don't know why. Just when I was just getting into the full swing of things. Lagging a little, yeah. Oh, come on. It's because it's going through, I don't know why it's going through Wi-Fi. What does Andy always get? Andy always says, I'll do it on a phone. Anyway, yeah, Liverpool to win this. 2-0. 2-0, I think. 3-0 would be a surprise. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I think 3-0 would be a shock result, actually, against Southampton. They're good defensively. I think any more than 2 goals, I think, would be quite surprising. Now we're all fine. We can get on with it. So Norwich versus Wolves, absolute pile of tripe. And I just think Wolves are going to just about nip this 1-0. I don't think from a fantasy perspective, obviously from my point of view, Jimenez in goal. Jimenez in goal. He's my differential. A few people have got Jimenez. He's a slight differential in the Rivals League. And I think that he could get something in that particular fixture. You know, you look at the Arsenal-Newcastle game, some differential players that people don't really own. You know, it'd be interesting to see about the like of Aubameyang. For argument's sake, I think could be a good buy if anybody's interested in getting Aubameyang. You know, like to Crystal Palace, you got, you know, Benteke, Gallagher. Zaha. Watch this space. Zaha. Fact. I'll put him down for Zaha, anytime goal scorer. Seems to do very well at home, Zaha. So, got him down for that. So yeah, I think that it's going to be interesting from like those players that aren't highly owned. Brighton Leeds, tight game again. I haven't actually put it in the score predictor game. Hold on a minute. Let me just go back onto that. So Norwich Wolves, I said Norwich 0, Wolves 1. Which team received the most cards? Wolves. Brighton versus Leeds. I think Brighton will just nick this. I'm going 2-1. Which team will have more possession? Leeds. Obviously Rafinha's come out. And he's fit now, so he's going to be playing. So that's one less problem for Jason, for argument's sake. Brentford-Everton, again, a very, very tight game. I think they're both going to cancel each other out, and I'm going to go 1-1 for that particular fixture. Who will score first? Let's just put Tony, if I can find his name. Tony! Can't even see his name. Wow. Where's his name? Oh, there. All right. Burnley versus Spurs. I think that we're going to get battered. What do you reckon, Mags? I think we're going to get battered. I think we'll score, but I think Tottenham are going to be having a bit of fun against us here. And I'm going to go Spurs. Who will take more shots? I'll go with Burnley. I think we'll just be I think we'll just have enough shots on them. Leicester versus Watford again. Another tight game. 2-1 to Watford. To Leicester. Who will score first? Let's just go Jamie Vardy. As always. Man City versus West Ham. I think this is going to be another very, very tight game. And I think that 1-0. I've gone 2-0. But if it ended 1-0 to City, would not surprise me. But yeah, I'm going 2-0 to West Ham. Which team will take more shots? Man City. Chelsea, Man United to finish it on. I'm thinking that Chelsea are just going to come out on this on top. Again, I'm expecting Chelsea to win this. But if Man United were to win 2-1, I would not be shocked whatsoever. Again, I always make this point that, look, it's the results that would shock me, for argument's sake. Which team will have more yellow cards? Man United. And then player predictions. I will go with Ramsdale. Yeah, let's go with Ramsdale. I think, even though I think Newcastle are going to score, I'm going to give them. Let's go with 4 points. Actually, do you know what? Let's be brave here. Let's go with 7. Defender. So I'll go with Reece James. If I can find him. Actually. No. Let's go with... This is how I do it, Lino. So if you're watching this, let's go for some random play. Everybody's banging on about Reguilon. Let's just give him 5 points. Everybody's banging on about him. Midfielder. Let's go with Son. If I can find him. It's just finding the players. That's the difficulty of it. Son is there. Let's go with 7. And then forwards. You reckon Benteke, yeah? Benteke against his old club. Let's just go with 6. There we are. Done. Save all predictions. Happy days. Cool. That's sorted then. We can move on now. Moving on. Kurt. Get stuff, Mags. Mags is thinking 4-0 to Chelsea. Crypto 3-0 Chelsea. Ramanathan 3-1 Chelsea if Taylor doesn't have Manchester bias. They've already broke Conte. Burnley will win. Trust me, Steve-O. Vince is saying. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mags saying they got embarrassed in Europe again. Crypto Burnley 1-1. ABJ 2-1 to Spurs. Burnley 3-1 Mags. PK7. Everton have got the worst defence in the 4 games. Bashka saying Everton 2, Brentford 2. 2-2 high scoring game, hopefully, because it's the game that I'll be watching. That's the game that I'll be watching on, well, obviously, like everybody. There's 4, what's really good is that there's 4 games being played on Sunday, which is very good to hear. Very happy about that. Obviously, we're playing Leicester, Man City playing. And then obviously Brentford, Everton, and then be able to watch the Chelsea Man United game. Really looking forward to that match. You doing a I always tune in, Mags, to your what do you call it? The post show before the match itself on Radio Techers. Always tune into that. It's always good. Always a good little listen. But no, I think that. I think we're all good there, everybody. What do you reckon? Anything more to speak about? Or because, to be honest, like I said, I spoke yesterday for an hour and a half about all this malarkey, and I think that I think there's not much more to go on about, really. I'll just quickly reiterate the what should we call it? Jason's issues here, just to show you guys. What's going on? Is that his team there? I think it is. No. Well, this is Dan's team. Dan's team. God. What a mess. Ironically, it's not too bad for this particular game week. Mag saying I should come on sometime. I ain't got, to be honest, I haven't got the... Without wanting to say time again, I just ain't got the time. I have to turn down quite a lot of, because Rob's wanted me to do another episode of their show. I can't. I ain't got the time, mate. I'm too busy with this, and I'm too busy with work. Unfortunately, I'd love to do it. I want to do it because Sai's invited me onto his podcast. I'd love to talk to him about the Awesome Foursome. I love that. I said to him on a private message, I said, I think the format is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love the Awesome Foursome. I always think about what matches I would choose, and it would be... I try to avoid the matches he's already talked about. That's the hard bit. But certainly it would be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 2016, I think it was. You've then got Daniel Bryan versus Triple H at the WrestleMania where Bryan wins the title. The actual title match is rubbish, but the Triple H match is, well, phenomenal. You've then got... I wanted to do Punk versus... I was going to say RVD. I'll say why in a minute. Punk versus Cena, Money in the Bank, but he's already done that. I wanted to do RVD versus John Cena at the One Night Stand, but he's already done that. So... There was, what was the other match? It was at the Royal Rumble. It was the Cactus Jack Triple H street fight. But he's already covered the Royal Rumble 2000. So I can. So it's very difficult for me to choose an awesome foursome, basically. And but as you know, it's all about matches that have impacted on your life. And certainly... the two that I've just met. Again, another one, Hulk Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania, is just... I just can't get enough of the crowd. Just, as you would say, they're so good. So good. You've got... Blimey. The Royal Rumble where CM Punk is part of... I think he's part of Nexus, or it's the one where he's with that woman with no hair. I don't know her name, I forget it, and he's just eliminating everybody. That's just, I think that is brilliant. I think it's so good. It's so good. God. The King of the Ring 98 Hell in the Cell, which of course I'm closing in on. Once I finish this, I'll be watching the next episode of Raw. So I've just watched... Well, you'll know this anyway, Mags. I've just watched No Way Out 98. And then just watched the Raw afterwards. And now I'm on to the next Raw after that. So hopefully by the time... Like I said on Twitter... Hopefully by the time it gets to Thursday, which is when I listen to Chain Wrestling, I'll be able to have watched the WrestleMania so I don't get the spoilers. Because I always find it very interesting what you guys have to say. Because I've got ironically, when you're speaking, I'm actually talking along with you guys. And I'm either agreeing or disagreeing. That's why I like Sai when he was talking about the Royal Rumble 98. And it's just essentially just how much he hated it. Just like me, I thought it was rubbish. Apart from when, like he said, when Austin came out. And I'm boring myself talking. Can I do a Phoenix Knights impression quickly? I know my brother did one. My brother did one the other day. Is that our Kenny? Is that our Kenny? Yeah, anyway. Completely gone off... Well, I say gone off track. I mean, I've gone off track since the flaming start of the flaming show. For crying out loud. Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler at Bragging Rights 2011. Ben Story is saying. Do you think Bowen will be... I don't know that match, Ben. Gunner, do you think Bowen will be a good buy soon? I think it'd be more like a goodbye soon. Cheers, Fozzie. John Harris is saying, your team looks well set up, Steve-O. The City double up in defence is something I'm looking at with probably bringing in Walker. Yeah. Eddie Guerrero beating Brock Lesnar for the title was a great match. John, do you know what? I haven't actually watched it, to be honest with you. It's a very long match. I know that much. Something that I need to revisit. Certainly is something that I need to revisit. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, I absolutely agree. I'm happy with the team. I think this team is set up pretty well for the next. So you've got the midweek fixtures, then you've got the week after that. So if I look at my team with the fixtures moving forward, certainly I've got, once I go onto the page here, which I've completely ended. Where are we here? Here we are. Famous last words if you want to know. So midweek, Gallagher against Crystal Palace. I've then got double City defence against Aston Villa, which is fine. I can see them keeping a clean sheet in that. Wolves up against, or Jimenez up against Burnley. Cornet up against Wolves. Smith Rowe can be benched against Man United because Antonio can come in against Brighton. I've then got Chelsea versus Watford in Reece James. I've then got Kane against Brentford. Absolutely, John. And then on the Saturday. Oh, Saturday is only... what? It's only 3 games again. Oh, there's a Monday night football as well. So Saturday, I've then got Antonio up against Chelsea. But if I don't have to play him, I've got my likes of Smith Rowe versus Everton. I'll happily do that. Actually, I'll be benching Gallagher versus Man United, I reckon. Yeah, Man City double up against Watford. You got the Liverpool. Jota is a player that I'm looking to be bringing in. I'm not desperate to be bringing in Jota yet. He's certainly, John, someone to wait and see for me. I've got Kane versus Norwich, of course. Then that's for 2 free transfers if I want to. But if I don't want to do any, I'll have one. And then for the following game week 16, again, I've got some really tasty fixtures. What a shame that the 3 o'clock kickoffs... There's only 3. What a damn shame. Although on the game week 16, which is starting on Friday the 10th of December. Excuse me. Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool are playing at 3 o'clock. Wow, Steven Gerrard back at Anfield on December the 11th. Yeah, you're right, John. It's going to be very, from my personal point of view, I'm going to be very interested to see what I'm doing. I mean, for all I know, if Kane, for argument's sake, just completely falls off a cliff, for me, I think, personally, if I'm looking at this, I think that Kane versus Burnley, Brentford, Norwich, I think for me, he's got to get a minimum of... I mean, it's an average of a return a game, but I think that they've got to be goals. They've got to be a minimum of 3 goals across those 3. Now, that could mean a hat-trick versus Norwich and he blanks versus Brentford and Burnley, but the problem is for people like me, The problem for people like me is that I'm just like, do you know what? If you can't do anything against Burnley, if you can't do anything against Brentford, then you're gone. He's just got Norwich. So I'd be looking at Norwich to see how Norwich get on over the next couple of games, because Norwich, on your way to Norwich, are we? Yes, I need a tractor. One of my favourite films, Clockwise. Stunning film. So Norwich's next few fixtures, let's see how they're going to be getting on. So Wolves, Newcastle, Tottenham. So basically, see how they do against. Excuse me. See how they do against Wolves and Newcastle. Get a general idea of if like they're, defensively weak or not, and then I'll be like, right, okay. Well, and then Harry Kane's got that last opportunity, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because, like I say, moving forward, the only player in my head that I'm thinking about getting in is Jota. It's the only player that I'm thinking about. And Lukaku, sorry. Jota and Lukaku. And then maybe, Jota and Lukaku. Do you want to say that again, Steve-O? So yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's going to be very, very good. Summers, great Clockwise there, mentioned there. Cleese, it's an absolute brilliant film. 2 points a game he will get, Brew. I don't want to be hearing that from a Tottenham fan. I'm considering a -4 to get Kane out. No, Brew, you're in a bad mood, mate. No. Kane the man. Kane the Mane, Andre is saying. Yeah, I think so, Ramanathan. Minimum 6 points per game for Kane, I think, yeah. Absolutely. I completely agree with you there. Yeah, talking to Brew. Lewis Kirkby, flaming Nora. Good Lord. Ha! Hello, lads! There's the main man, Lewis Kirkby. How's the season going, mate? I already know I could bring your team up. I could, actually. I know you're in the Rivals League because I saw your name the other day. And I know for a fact, because I mentioned your name the other day when I was doing the Rivals League of Shame. The players that were below me, how were you allowed to be below me? And you are... this is when I'm never going to be able to find you now. And I know for a fact you're down there. There we are. 93rd. Not so easy, is it, Lewis? Comes on here, swagging around. Oh, this game's easy. No, my friend. No, my friend. As you can see, I'm very tired. Look at that. First season. 10,000th. Incredible. This season only used the wild card. Best rank so far this season, 700,000th basically. Yeah, green arrow followed by reds, then followed by a green arrow followed by a load of reds. So, yeah, not the greatest of seasons, is it, Lewis? Kane needs to go. I mean, what's your team? I wouldn't even say it's going that bad. I think I'm just above 1 million, but my team is in good shape and I'm expecting to finish these. Yeah. That's right, Broom. Hopefully you do that, mate. In fact, top 10. Realistically, where in the Rivals League would you happily finish? I mean, at the moment I'm 54th. I mean, if I could get... So some of these players in here are... I mean, like I mentioned at the start, Kudio Two-Foots is... used all his chips. Well, so there's the top. I don't know. What can you see there? That's third, fourth, fifth. Let's just quickly scroll up for a second. Scroll up, whisper. Right then. So there's your top. God knows how many. It would be amazing to finish in the top 20 because these players are very, very good. But these guys are what? 7, 6. Oh. 7. I'm on 767 and 20th is on 797. So 30 points. That's Zimmy, and there's Joe Nicholson. I know he was here a minute ago. So Joe Nicholson and Luke Jones, aka Toffee Men. They're exactly. In fact, there's another player there, Jack Lee, in 20th. Bloody hell, how many people on 797? 4 people on 797. So that's 30 points behind. That could be a captaincy choice. But you've got Firetog, Rafi Ali, Miles Yates, Edward Jones, Maestro, JC, Seb Long, Wayne Dean, Zaid, aka Semi-Sweet Potato, Rob Jones, Phelan, George Bailey, Nick Treadwell, Sultan Saeed, John Harris, Sniper King, Lino. They're all excellent players. Then, you've got the people below them. You've got Harbour Boy there. I can see Ray Joyce. Yeah, if I'm able to get the top 20, I'd be overjoyed this season. And I mean, in the Torbay Elite one that I take seriously, I'd love to get... Hello, Alex. Alex! Does anybody know that reference? A Clockwork Orange. Another one of my favourite films. I doubt Mr. Reed's even watching this. My wife! Your wife, sir? Where is the good lady? She died! God, that is mental. So yeah, in this particular league, I'm always happy getting fourth. Always happy getting fourth in this particular league because there's some good players in here. Top spot at the moment. I don't know his actual rank. Well, there it is there. I don't know if you can see it or not actually. No, you can't see it because I've cut it off. But yeah, the players in this they're not like hardcore players. They know their football. Martin New, that's it. Martin New. He's 103,000th. So, but to be fair, like the start of the season, Sai, the best, aka the best, if he'd have capitalised on how well he was doing, this is a man who was some ridiculous rank. Best rank this year so far, 10,370 for Sai, which is just brilliant. Absolutely absurd. But since then, just red. And then since Gameweek 10, he's had 3 greens in a row. Just taken over me. It's like a real battle between me and Sai now. It's really interesting seeing this play out between me and him. Like, I'm really enjoying the fight between me and him now. If I bring up Sai's team here, he's only 3 points ahead of me, is that right? So last week it literally was down to Rudiger versus Gallagher, basically. Well, we all know that Rudiger, because he came off the subs bench, they both had come off the subs bench. And yeah, Rudiger came through with him. And as you can see here, the differentials that we've got is Foster versus Guaita, Laporte, Laporte, Rudiger versus Trent and Cancelo / Diaz. Rafinha will be coming in. You've got Buemo in there. So Rafinha's going to be playing instead of Livramento this game week. He's going to be playing Smith Rowe instead of Buemo. He doesn't need to, I said to him, he doesn't need to do anything. I think the move that he's going to do is Ronaldo out for possibly Kane. Possibly Kane, I don't know. But it's going to be really interesting to see what he does. Really interesting. Top 100, yeah, Alex saying, is it, you can clear off. It would be nice to finish the Rivals League in the top 100 for me. Alex, come on. You've got to be, you've got to be, whatchamacallit, more confident that you were doing really, really well. The next 8 to 10 game weeks are going to be massive. So many fixed. Yeah. Absolutely, John. Kunyanju, hello, pal. Hello, all. Yeah, but remember, Brew, he was 100 and... Sai was 100 and... I think it was like 120 points ahead of me. So... Gunnar is saying, is James still a priority? Have Chilwell only? Just getting James or Alonso. End of discussion. Just get one of them in. James, if you can. He's a freak. James is a complete freak of nature. Get him in. Get him in, is all I will say. Yes. Thank you, Johnson. Lewis Kirkby saying, I think I can still get top 15 in the Rivals League. I'll hold you to that. Lewis, because I'd be very, very shocked to see if you were to get that. And Top Tim is going to remember. I thought you already were a member. What's the deal there, Top Tim? Cheers, dude. Kinyan Ju, you watched the show yesterday. What are you talking about? Any reason you don't have Trent? I do. This isn't my team. This is Sides. This is my team. This is my team. Yeah. There you are, lads. Lads. I don't understand how I keep scrolling so far down. It's only a couple of things. That's my team there, but it is a -8. But in the Torbay Elite League, that -8 is not too bad. So, right, I see. It didn't auto renew. Hello, Kickus. Have a nice weekend, but I guess I'm working. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually, good point. I'll probably end the stream now because I just realised that actually I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, as I normally do. I usually like to see what the rivals do, so yeah. What I think I'll do is I'll end the stream now. I just thought about that actually. I'll end the stream, but I'm going to be going through all this tomorrow morning when the game updates, because I like doing those streams. They're good. Who do you bring in this week? Looks like a good team for Christmas period. Who did you bring in this week? Oh, it was Kane, Trent, and Smith Rowe. Is who I brought in. Play Hwang at Norwich or Cornet at Spurs. Cornet. You got to keep the faith with Burnley. It's got to be Cornet. Yeah, so I reckon I'll be streaming tomorrow at approximately... When does the game update? It's about 11... Wait a minute. It's about 11:30ish, isn't it? So I reckon I'll go live about 11:30ish tomorrow, see what the rivals have done, and speak absolute nonsense again. So, anyhow, I'm going to clear off. As ever, thanks for watching this absolute ludicrous stream, but whatever, it's a bit of fun at the end of the day. Got to have a laugh. If you don't, then well, whatever. So yeah, all I will say is that I'll see you all tomorrow about 11:30ish. So catch you later, and just stay tuned for a potential notification, whatever. See you later.